Hi everyone, it's Deb here. So I am on the inside of my Suboverland here, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like now. This is actually what it looked like when I received it. Well, it had the passenger seat in there, and we took that out last night. So this is how it came to me. All the seats were taken out. I had them take all these seats out. So we've got big holes left over, and they cut off all the bolts that mounted the seats, and so that's what it looks like. This will never be able to be a passenger vehicle again because you can't put the seats back in it now. I've just got the floor mats covering the holes kind of for right now. So I took the passenger seat out last night, like I said. And so I just wanted to go over the measurements. I've been measuring this thing every which way I could, and I kind of wrote down a little diagram here, but I'm in the very back. Here's the hatch. Here's the back window. And so I just wanted to go over the measurements in case anybody is interested. If you're going to buy one of these base models and build it out yourself, you'll probably need these measurements. Of course, you can get them when you get your rig, but sometimes it's nice to have the measurements ahead of time so you know what you're getting into. And so this is looking at it top down, and there's the dashboard. So this measurement here is 86 inches. This is the step down. So right here, from the step down all the way up underneath the dash, as far as it'll go, that is 86 inches. But usable space from the dash to the step down area is only 72 inches, and it's going to unfocus there on me. Sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, that's right there at that point. From that point back to that area right there, that's about 72 inches. And then from the console to the door, right there to the bottom where the paneling starts, that is 23 inches right there. So it's not a lot of space, but I think that's where I'm going to put my bed. I'm going to go right here, so I can make it 70 inches basically if I wanted to stop where the dash was, because it's going to be taller than that point right there. That's 15 inches from the lowest point in the carpeting to the bottom of the dash. That was 15 inches. The console itself, that's 19 inches tall, and it's 13 inches wide. And from the stereo to the very back right here is 31 inches from front to back. And let's see, what else did I have written down? Okay, from the back of the console to right here where this steps down, so from right here to the furthest out point of that console, because if you look at it sideways, it's curved. So actually from the carpet to the step down, it was like 43 inches. But if you're measuring the widest point of the console, that's like right up here to back here, and that would be 41 inches. And I think that's it for up front. Oh, it's 60 inches from the door over here this way. So that's 60 inches wide. And then back here, we've got all this paneling, and I think I'm going to leave it in because there's nooks and crannies, and there's speakers, and there's a bunch of wiring, and then the wheel well takes up a really good big portion of that. So I don't think I'm going to take the paneling out. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just going through and trying to make preliminary floor plans to see what I can do back here. So, you know, you do lose a lot of space here. And so from side to side at the lowest point here, from here across this way, that's 49 inches. And then this paneling, it has, on this side it's only one level, but over here you have these bump outs, like right there you have a bump out, so it's narrower right here than it is back here. And so I took both of those measurements, and at the narrowest point it was 62 inches, I think. Let me look. Yeah, 62. And then at the widest it was 65 inches. And then from the window to the window it's 68 inches. So I don't know if anybody would want to build out right up to the window, but if you did, it's 68 inches from that side over to that side. And okay, from the step down, from this bump right here all the way to the back here, that was 56 inches. So I've got 56 inches going this way and 49 inches going this way, basically, plus a little extra at the top if you want to count all that. But this has nice storage. I mean, I've got my battery jumper in there and my flares, and I still have room left over. And that's my first aid kit. And under here is the jack and all the tools to change the tire. And then this is my air compressor. So it's pretty deep. I mean, I've got pretty good space right there. And I put my air compressor there, and that's just where it lives for right now. Okay, and so from the side view, back here where I am, it is 41 inches tall at the highest center point. So like this is the middle of the floor back here, and so I measured up to the very highest point, and that was 41 inches. But over here, when you get further to the side and you measure up to the top, this is where it starts curving down. So that was actually 38 inches. And then down there in the step down portion, 44 inches was at the lowest point. And that's actually right there at the console, and right there in the center, you can't really tell very much where the wires are hanging out. That piece of metal is covered, and so from there to the top, right up there by the sunroof, that was 44 inches. And then it's got all these low spots, so down there is the lowest spot, and so the most headroom that I have is 49 inches, and I measured from there up to the top. And if you can't tell, there's like a step down. See how that curves? So that's another reason why that's the narrowest point, is because that actually goes down a little bit. And so I have more headroom actually back here. And that stupid DVD player, that thing is 3 inches, taking up 3 inches of my headspace, and I'm ripping that thing out because I don't need it. I will never use it, and I've hit my head on it almost a dozen times already, just in the less than a month that I've had this thing, and I've been, you know, moving around back here and everything. So that thing is coming out. I need that 3 inches. Okay. So what else? Oh, the paneling back here. I already told you about that. That's 15 inches from the low spot there up to the bottom of the dash. And then the last measurements were back here. This paneling, the height of it, from the floor up to this point is 15 inches. Up to this point, it's 22 inches from the floor to the highest point in the paneling. The window, well, the width of it is actually 58. And so it is wider than my measurement down here, but if you look, the paneling actually comes out further than that drop down. So the drop down was 56 inches from front to back. but this is 58 inches, and it, you know, it does that curvy thing. So that's 58, and then 15, and then 22. The window itself is 43 inches. I measured the center point, so it's 43 inches from side to side, and it's 17 inches from the very top to the bottom there. And I think that was it for the measurements. If I missed anything, let me know if you have any questions. And I think I'm going to go over the topic of the passenger seat in another video, because this is already over 10 minutes long. But I just wanted to show you the interior and what you can expect if you get a base model Suboverland and you have them rip out your seats and everything. This is what it will look like. I actually could have had them take that seat out, but I slept in the passenger seat on the way home from Idaho, so it's okay. And it wasn't actually very hard at all to take that seat out, so I'll go over that in another video. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.